Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well. It seems like NATO got the message, got the memo from the Russians, which is, this is a red line here, and we're going to use nuclear weapons if you cross it. And it seems like some adults over there decided that, wait a minute, we became billionaires here and in charge of you guys. We don't want to lose it because the Russians are going to nuke the rest of us. And I think told their weasels, hey, back off, don't send troops over there. But not as an organization. They will try to, being some Western countries, or these guys in charge of the Western countries, will try to activate little countries to push the envelope, to cross the line and see if indeed Russia will hit them. Not NATO. So France, I don't think France will cross the line, but Lithuania could, or Estonia, or Latvia, or maybe Poland, or Romania, they will push these useful idiots. We're going to use them over there to have their country be bombarded first and then say, whoa, brrr, hold your horses. That's it, these guys are real, man. Let me show you what NATO decided. NATO decides that we're going to issue a policy that we will not send troops to Ukraine. What changed now after 2 years or almost and a half of garbage in Ukraine? I think it's too late. I mean, not too late. Too late why? Too much destruction, too many people displaced, too many people dead. Well, some people made profits. And those people, I think, have a little, how do I put it, influence on the decision maker, on the elected officials, let's put it this way, and bureaucrats. So, Russia Today, 8th of May, 2024. NATO to rule out boots on the ground in Ukraine. Why? Because Russia said, we're going to fuck you up. That's why. They will not make it that way. They will make it differently because they're the peacekeepers. They're just, de-escalate. They're the good guys. That's how they will probably portray it. A policy statement is set to be issued after French President Emmanuel Macron refused to exclude potential deployments, according to Corriere della Sera, including imbecile Lord Cameron, a guy who lost his job because he was not good, but then appointed again on a job of a foreign minister of Great Britain. He was appointed as a prime minister, and then he lost that job because he was too good, and then appointed again in the position in the government because he's too good. You can't live without the same garbage. I'm waiting for Sir Tony Blair to come back. Maybe he's going to be the king of Great Britain, unelected as well. These guys. And he, together with the elected George W. Bush, got you and us in a war in Iraq and so on. That was, I think, a crime. Maybe in time, people, they would be written as such, or declared as such, termed as such. So, let's see what these guys have to say here with how they won the confrontation with the Russians, which I think the Russians finally did something that they were supposed to do much earlier. Tear them back the fuck off, or I'm going to fuck you up. And they didn't. NATO to oppose sending troops to the battlefield. Now, this is the official version. I mean, what they do in reality, covert operations. And they're going to call their troops differently. They're going to call them love-making troops, peacemaking troops, aid, distribution centers with the military, and we're not going to be armed. We're just going to be way far away from the hostilities. We're not going to train anybody. We're just going over there with good people, like we are. All right. Why do I say that? And why do I do that? Because we're not good people, and they're not evil people. We are good and bad, and they are good and bad. It's just a proportion at times. Because in an instance, you can be an asshole. In another instance, you can be a saint. Oh, is that blasphemy? Please don't stone me. I know some people would like to do that because some people still live in the superstitious age, even though those ancient Greeks told us more than 2,400 years ago, hey, there's not Zeus with the fucking thunder over there and lightning. Come on, man. Maybe the locusts are going to come over again. Or I know the Spirit of God is going to come and take care of some Egyptian babies. Fuck me, Freddy. Whew. Let's go. According to a draft... All right. NATO will... I don't want to jump here. NATO will oppose sending troops to the battlefield in Ukraine conflict, echoing the long-standing U.S. stance on the matter. These guys lied all the time. Why did they lie? How did they lie? didn't they say each and every time, we're not going to send tanks, we're not going to send airplanes, we're not going to send missile systems, air defense systems, long-range systems? They are all there. We're waiting for the F-16s. They sent them all. Didn't they say we're not going to send them each and every time? So no, you're a liar. The government. They made a decision a long time ago. They just needed time to prepare the baboons. That was all. All right. So, according to a draft policy document to be approved at the Blocs summit in Washington in July, NATO would adhere to the, and I'm quoting, no boots on the ground principle, which the Italian outlet described as one of the key phrases in the paper, end quote. However, the US-led military bloc is also preparing to make changes, the newspaper noted, while Western efforts to support Ukraine are currently being spearheaded by the so-called Ramstein group, led by US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, a moron. This mission will reportedly be redelegated to the NATO headquarters in Brussels at the July summit. The move stems from the fact that the lion's share of Ukraine aid is being provided by NATO members, Corriere della Sera explained. Doesn't really matter. These guys have to stay the fuck off of these guys. Moscow has accused France of belligerent rhetoric, and France says, no, we're not, we just keep you guessing. Well, the Russians are not keeping you guessing. They said, we're going to fuck you up, so don't keep us guessing, with or without. This is it, my friends. NATO is going to come and say that for the baboons, not for us. They're not sincere in doing that. And the Russians, I think, should not believe shit. Why? Evidence proves that there are troops over there already, under different euphemistic terms or names. And no, the Russians, I don't think they would get it. This is a propaganda move. It's for the baboons, as I said, not for us. We all know they will, prepare to do shit. Lithuania, I just covered a video, I covered an article a minute ago. Lithuania said that they are ready to send troops in Ukraine to help, just to train. But they didn't get this memo or something. They're playing with fire. But until Russia is serious about, being consistent as it is, in good or in bad, these guys are going to push the boundaries, as they do. They've been doing this since the beginning, since 1991, they were pushing the boundaries. Why? Expansion towards the Russians. But somehow the Russians are imperialistic, not these guys. How many military bases does Russia have around the world? 3, 2, 4? How many does the peacekeeper, the police officer of the planet, unappointed, United States of America, 760 or something? Why? Well, we are the forces of good. We fight evil wherever. But when something happens, it's national interest. Remember Rome? Yeah, that Rome. Remember Rome, which I admire a lot. They always claimed national interest. We've been attacked. National interest. They did whatever they wanted, wherever they wanted, and they claimed national interest. Or we are attacked. We're gonna keep you safe. The same thing. Why? Because we are human beings, right? Thank you very much for being with me again today. These guys will do this, I think. We'll do it as an organization, but then we'll have people pushing it. Like Lithuania, like these countries. They will individually. What's going to happen when Lithuania, let's say, sends troops over there? The Russians are going to, let's say, nuke Lithuania. Let's say this scenario. You're going to nuke Lithuania. What do you think will happen? Then Article 5 of NATO will be activated, correct? One country was attacked. But you didn't do anything about it, right? No, we were just bringing some trainers, some good people over there, and the evil Russians attacked us decisively. Actions, consequences. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.